gamers love and things gamers need. And if you agree with anything on this list, be sure to subscribe. So first up, one of the best feelings ever is unwrapping a brand new game. Just that feeling of holding the brand new game in your hands that you've been wanting for a while. So you start peeling off the shrink wrap, unwrapping it for the very first time. And as you're doing it, you're really excited to play for the first time too. And if you're on Xbox, that experience is slightly longer because you have these Xbox stickers to peel off, which is also very satisfying to do. And then you open the box for the very first time and that new game smell just hits you. Oh, so good. Now, I was using South Park Snow Day just for an example here because it's one of the only games I still have left in its shrink wrap. So I am not excited to unwrap this one because I've heard some not good things about this game, but I will get round to it eventually anyway, then I'll give you my thoughts on it. But getting a new game sometimes isn't all what it's cracked up to be if you buy a new game that's previously played. Like take Days Gone here, for example. The lovely sex shop decides to put stickers all over the box. But Rickster, that isn't that bad, it's just a sticker. Well, when you try to peel off those stickers in one go and they don't peel off, and you get left with that sticky residue all over the box, it can just be so But new games take me on to my next point, which is buying yourself more new games when your backlog is already so big. So if you're like me and have way too many games that you haven't even started yet, but you just can't help yourself and you keep buying more games anyway. So there you are, minding your own business, and a new trailer for a game comes out. You're sucked in by the trailer, you instantly want the game. It just looks fantastic and now you cannot wait for the release date. But deep down, you just know that you do not have the time to play it. I should probably finish my backlog first anyway. But then, as if by magic, you somehow own the game. Did you just buy it? Whoops. But then, hang on a minute, are you still playing your old games and you still haven't played the one you just bought? Oh yeah, there it is, still on your shelf, ready to be unwrapped. But then it gets even worse for you. By the time you do want to get round to it and think, you know, I am going to start playing this game now. It's either on sale when you should have waited, or if you're on Xbox, it's in the Game Pass. So you've just wasted your money. Damn it, I knew I shouldn't have bought this game. The amount of times I've actually done this is shocking. I own so many games just on my Xbox alone, and I don't think I've played about 200 of these. At least a lot of them I did get on sale though. One of the next things that gamers love is getting new controllers. So if you've had the same controller for a while now, they could start losing their grip. And of course, there's one thing worse than losing their grip, and that's dreaded stick drift. So getting a brand new controller can feel so good, because for one, you've got fresh grips which feel amazing in your hands now, and obviously you can get them in all different colors too. But the best part, you no longer have stick drift because you've got fresh analog sticks. And once again, if you're an Xbox gamer, you get an added bonus too. You get a pair of AA batteries. Yep, still using batteries in 2025. Now I've got a wide range of controllers. I have a Minecraft controller, a camouflage controller. I've got one that looks like the classic Xbox 360, a fight pad of course, which is great for fighting games, and I can't remember where or when I got this controller, but it's tiny. But one of my personal favorites is this black and gold controller. It looks so good, or the one that can receive WhatsApp messages while you're playing. And I do really like the look of the standard PS5 controller, it's so clean. What's your personal favorite controller? So the next thing that gamers love is handheld consoles, and the common one being the Nintendo Switch, but my personal favorite has to be the Asus ROG Ally. Because I mostly play on Xbox and that's where most of my games are, I can access a lot of them on this. And if you're subscribed to Xbox Game Pass, you can play those games on there too. So the Asus ROG Ally is definitely worth it if you have an Xbox. So of course, we all mostly game at home, but there's just something about being able to game on the go that's just really satisfying. And there's so many reasons you may need a handheld console. Traveling on the plane or some spare time in an Airbnb. I even unlocked some achievements whilst I was sat in a hot tub. And you know what? Speaking of portable consoles, my Xbox Series S is actually portable, because I got this screen that you can just attach on the side with just 2 screws. One side of it just clips into place, then you put the other side on and you just screw it into place. And that's literally it. And it's a really good screen, to be fair, but I think it is like £300. So you could just buy a handheld console for that. I have so many of these too. Even my PlayStation 5 Slim is portable. And the downside is that the screen doesn't run from the power of the console. So you need 2 power outlets to use it, one for the screen and one for the console. Still really good though, and I've taken this with me to an Airbnb too before. When I was just traveling for work, I had some spare time. Oh, and I took the Asus as well. And cool gaming merch or items for your game room is the next thing. And I do have a lot of random stuff like Xbox deodorant, which in my opinion does not smell good at all. But I do have some stuff that I do like though, like these Assassin's Creed Valhalla boxing gloves. And if you're like me, you like the figures that you get with the collector's editions, with my favorite being Avatar. This one looks really cool. A build your own Xbox 360 which took longer to build than I'd like to admit. So it comes with the controller that lights up too. You even get the Halo 3 box with the game inside. And when you finish building everything, you finally build your own achievement for building everything. I'm not sure if you're aware, but there's an Xbox mini fridge too. And the Series X actually fits inside. There's a USB port that you can use to charge your controller, and the sync button turns the Xbox logo on and off. And the disc eject button lights up the fridge on top. I don't really use this much though, because this thing is loud. I've also got my very own achievement, which I got made for me with the date on it when I reached 2 million gamerscore. And speaking of gamerscore, gamers love achievements or trophies. So if you know me, you know that I love unlocking achievements. So as I mentioned before, in my 15 years of Xbox, I've reached 2 million Xbox gamerscore, unlocking a total of achievements and trophies give you extra challenges when you're done with your games. Like get all the collectibles or complete all the challenges, or sometimes even getting 100% game completion, maybe going back through to beat a game on hard or in a certain amount of time. But it just feels so satisfying when you unlock that last achievement or get that platinum trophy. Well, it doesn't always feel that good if you're getting all the achievements or trophies in a game like Peppa Pig, but I wouldn't know because I've never played those baby games, and I definitely do not own any of them either. So next up is returning to old classic games or games you just used to play as a kid. So I have the classic GameCube setup, and this was one of my favorite consoles, and I found my copy of Tony Hawk's Underground, and this is one of my favorite games and game series of all time, and sometimes the older games in the series are just way better than the new ones, and that is the case with Tony Hawk's, minus the 1 and 2 remaster. But if you've played this, you'll know what I mean. Losing hours of your day playing older games that are classics makes a lovely change to some of the modern games we get today. So from now on, I'll always have an older console in my setup, and the other day when I went into the attic, I even found my PlayStation 1, but this isn't the one I had from a kid. So I definitely have to get this set up. Do you have any older consoles? One thing I am missing though is my memory card, which takes me on to the next point. These days it's so easy to run out of space for all of your games, having to pick and choose which games you want installed from your list, especially if you're a console player because you're limited to how much storage you can have on your console. And it's made even worse if you have Call of Duty installed, because that game alone takes up a minimum of 200 gigabytes. And if you're an Xbox Series S player, then you only have 500 gigabytes to start with. That's why it's always good to have one of these, an expansion card, and these days you'll probably need a 1 terabyte one. And I love how easy they are to use, you just slot them in the back. So if you game on an Xbox Series X, you'll now have 2 terabytes, which means you can still have Call of Duty installed, and in my case 66 other games. And I've still got room for at least one more. You can get 2 terabyte expansion cards too, but these are expensive. I've split mine up half and half though. I've got some games installed on my Series S expansion card, and the rest are installed on my Xbox Series X expansion card. So how much spare storage do you have? I know something that all gamers love, which is good cable management, but sadly that's not me. I'm still in the middle of renovating my house, so I still haven't put carpet down yet because I'll be doing that when I do the landing outside of this game room too. So for now things are just placed everywhere, and this isn't the final stage of the room. I still need to get some wall panels and some shelves or something to fill this bare wall, so nothing really has a home right now, so I apologise for the bit of a mess in this video. But I cannot wait until this game room is fully done. So that's it. Thank you all for watching, I really appreciate it. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already.